You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, one of the reasons I keep putting these videos on the football channel is because, well, this affects football so much, and I'm talking about the YouTube TV / ESPN / Disney dispute, right? There's a blackout going on between the two entities. They're jockeying for position based on monetary amounts of money. You've got the fact that Disney and ESPN are really and truly, they're snakes laying in the grass, because if people don't know any better, if people aren't aware of the climate of what's going on, ESPN is trying to sell their app. Okay? Their app provides all this live content, live ESPN, live ESPN2, whatever, Monday Night Football, college football for $29.99 a month. It's no coincidence that had barely launched, and here we are with YouTube TV and Google in a dispute, and they're I believe the highest streaming platform there is. They've got 10 million subscribers, talking about YouTube TV. But this is about Disney wanting to grow that app. All right? But Disney is starting to break down on this. And I'm going to tell you why they're starting to break down on this. Disney is losing $4 million a day on this entire thing. Okay? They're losing a lot of money. You got to remember, they lost out on two key Monday Night Football games. The Cowboys played the Cardinals. Well, we know the Cowboys are the biggest draw on viewership that there is in the National Football League. The Chiefs are a very, very close second. And then you had a follow-up game also between two national brands, the Eagles and the Packers. Packers probably a bigger brand overall than the Eagles, but they've both built a national following. That game, I think, got 20 million viewers. Oh, well, that sounds good, Rhodes. Well, it is good. But they probably missed out on another 2 to 3 million viewers, which means advertisers missed out on 2 to 3 million viewers when they paid up for a certain amount of viewers. See, these networks promise a certain amount of viewers to advertisers in their media rights deals, okay? So, in other words, hey, NFL, we will deliver blah, and that's why they pay so much money to get the rights, and then they go to advertise, the whole thing. And people don't realize, well, 2 to 3 million, is that a lot? Well, if you had a television show right now on TV that got 2 to 3 million viewers a week, as long as the budget wasn't just totally out of control, that television show might run 15 years. That in this day and time where there's so many options, 2 to 3 million viewers is a ton for television. This isn't 1985 where television shows got, 27 million viewers a week. That doesn't happen anymore unless you're sports. Disney is losing out on millions of dollars per day as its carrier dispute with YouTube stretches into another week. New estimates from Morgan Stanley analyst Benjamin Swinburne find that Disney could lose out on $60 million in lost revenue if the stalemate reaches 14 days, the Wrap reported. Disney-owned channels like ABC, ESPN, and others have been dark on the Google-based subscription streamers since Halloween, with no end to the standoff in sight. Okay, well, maybe there is. Andrew Marchand put this up yesterday afternoon. YouTube TV, Disney find fresh momentum in talks to bring ESPN back. All right, so they're very close to a deal to bring ESPN back, but you got other problems. Disney's got other networks that need to come back too in all this. There's a potential renewed momentum on a deal between YouTube TV and Disney that could restore ESPN to the platform's subscribers. However, the question of how much to pay for Disney's ancillary non-sports networks such as Freeform, FX, and National Geographic remains an obstacle, according to sources briefed on the conversations between the two media giants. ESPN, ABC, and all of Disney channels have been dark to 10 million YouTube subscribers since October 30th, preventing viewers from accessing Monday Night Football and the network's college football programming. By the way, they missed LSU and Alabama. That's one of the biggest college football games every year. Disney has its quarterly earnings scheduled for this morning. It's going on right now, which is a potential impetus for the deal to be completed. Disney and ESPN YouTube TV declined to comment. Disney negotiates all of its carriage agreements as a bundle package combining ESPN's slate of networks. So that makes you wonder if there is a chance that they will actually get that done this morning. This morning. So they can go on that earnings call and be like, we got it worked out. Because that's a call to shareholders, right? Wow. I used to keep up when we were doing a lot of entertainment, I have sat in on those calls and listened to them, actually. In a sign that negotiations are becoming more serious, sources briefed on the talks indicate that Sundar Pichai, Google's CEO, and Disney's CEO Bob Iger have become more involved. Wow, okay. Disney is led by its entertainment co-chairs Dana Walden, Alan Berman, and Jimmy Pitaro, of course, ESPN. YouTube's TV's global head of media and sports, Justin Connolly, has been forced to recluse himself from the negotiations. Connolly switched sides earlier this year, leaving Disney for YouTube TV, which resulted in lawsuits. Connolly, who was making $6 million a year, was finally allowed to break his Disney deal to join YouTube TV, but it was ruled he must sit out the talks. And supposedly, YouTube TV is offering $20 right now to subs. Yeah. I mean, FX. I mean, there's all kinds of good shows on FX. I have watched some National Geographic. I have watched some Freeform, actually. And the other big one that I don't think is getting enough talks is ABC. Oh, well, shit, I got to go out and buy an antenna now. I don't want to. A lot of people just don't want to. You get your TV set up a certain way out of convenience. But I will say this in every video I make on this bullshit from now on, if I can possibly not forget it. Streaming has become the biggest crooked bunch of bullshit ever created. I remember that was supposed to be the cost savings versus satellite and cable. Nah, I'm paying. When I got rid of Dish in 2010 or 11, I was paying $90 a month then. I'm paying nearly $200 a month now for television. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.